Supply chain tracking is yet another niche we're seeing blow up right now, led by, of course, VeChain. But there are plenty others in this niche just waiting to explode. Today, we're going to look at one such project and why I think it continues to be one of the projects with the most interesting aspects about it in all of crypto. So grab your trucker hat, clear out your cab, kick the lot lizards out your truck. Let's dive into Freight Trust and Clearing Network. Let's get it. Welcome to BitBoyCrypto, the hardest working channel in all of crypto. If you're new, hit that subscribe button and join both my Telegram groups to learn more about crypto or connect with me and the Bit Squad. All right, guys, today we are going to be discussing Freight Trust and EDI, a coin I featured on this channel previously, as well as why this may be a mega opportunity to get in now and early. Freight Trust seeks to disrupt one of the biggest industries in the world, supply chain. And I have exclusive information that you don't want to miss. So let's break it down. Recently, I was sent a series of screenshots from conversations with Sam Baca. Baca, which I hope I'm pronouncing right, discusses how Freight Trust abstract away the process of handling its token for customers. What's more, Baca expresses that there already have been partners utilizing this process and they cover the transactions at a fixed exchange rate. Then they take the difference, i.e. the spread between the current market rate and fixed exchange rate, and put that percentage into an EDI staking pool. Nobody's talking about this right now. Now, if you watch this channel a lot, you should know by now, BitBoyCrypto loves some staking cryptos. Nom nom nom, staking profits. But for you newbies out there, I'll explain why staking is a mechanism that essentially takes coins out of circulation, which theoretically affects the whole dynamic of supply and demand, really basic economic principles allowing for price appreciation. Just look at Cardano's recent rise when it announced staking and started its staking pool. If you need evidence, you can check there. For EDI, however, this would be Freight Trust acting as custodians for corporate customers who utilize its protocol. And we will get into what that protocol is in just a minute, which in my opinion is a game changer. But first, I would like to say my daily prayer to Stake Baby Jesus. O Father, who art in Bitcoin, thank you for revealing to me these coins, the 10x, and allow the Bit Squad to make all of the monies. Amen. All jokes aside, this coin has incredible potential as the industry it's seeking to disrupt is one of the largest in the world. I know you sometimes forget there are other countries out there living in your own little crypto bubble in your mom's basement, but they do exist. But there are, and this coin has monstrous potential to say the least, especially since utilizing smart contracts for the supply chain industry just makes sense, not only for tracking goods, as VeChain is doing, but for evolving the way things work. But first, I doubt many of you out there are experts in the way supply industry works. So let's discuss why EDI could change the game for the industry as a whole. So let's explain how current outdated supply chain infrastructure works. You have a supplier, a carrier, and a receiver. No, not a football receiver. I'm just kidding. You guys don't know anything about sports. These three are key parts to how a supply chain works. The supplier sends products with a carrier to deliver to the receiver, for example, timber being sold to someone in the lumber business. In the typical traditional world at present, there's a major issue facing these industries which actually slows it down. The way payments work and utilizing blockchain as well as smart contracts just makes sense to fix this. Allow me to further detail how the current outdated structure works through bids and contracts, which require faxing and email legacy systems. Like, really, who the heck uses a fax machine anymore? Maybe the CEO of fax. The supplier sends the carrier with a BOL, or a bill of lading, signed, which the truck driver must take as a means to legally get possession or ownership of the goods until delivered to the receiver. This process currently uses EDI. That stands for Electronic Data Interchange Information. You're learning so much here. And during this whole process, the carrier doesn't get paid until the receiver has the goods in their hands. Then this is where the smart contract could make things easier and better by automating this next part. The receiver, get this is unbelievable. The receiver then has to fax or email the BOL again back to the supplier signed. Finally, after receiving and reviewing the signed BOL, the supplier will send an invoice to the receiver to pay them for the goods. Then finally, after the invoice is paid by the receiver, the supplier can finally pay the poor carrier, which has endured costs on gas and possibly even trucking maintenance. It's so important to note this entire process can sometimes take as much as 60 to 90 days to complete. Like it's 2020, guys. This process is so incredibly slow and outdated that it's shocking that there hasn't been a solution until now, baby. Here's how Freight Trust can change things for the better by utilizing smart contracts for all of this hoopla. Did I just say hoopla? God, I'm getting much older than I think. I guess my gray hair is showing. But smart contracts would make everything easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as my friend Negan would say. You see, if this process was automated, it would speed up the supply business and make suppliers, receivers, and carriers' lives much easier. So let's explain how this would work. Utilizing a smart contract, we could do away with the need to sign a BOL because it would be digitally signed between all three parties on a blockchain using EDI. Further, using GPS coordinates, once a carrier has reached a certain key point, like the receiver's destination for delivery as an example, a contract could trigger, which tells the supplier the goods have arrived and pays them and simultaneously pays the receiver, all in automation, one shot. Ah, the wonders of technology. And you thought blockchain was just good for bitcoins and speculating. Well, you were wrong, okay? You were wrong. Previously, we discussed how Freight Trust could be seen utilizing the baseline protocol, which essentially makes blockchain transactions for businesses private. If you want to watch that video, you can do so by clicking above. What's more is if we put our investigative hats on, despite Freight Trust not mentioning many of its partners except for Drury, that's a hard word to say, that it's keeping custody for tokens, we'll find some very big news. It turns out that Freight Trust is listed as a USC supply chain list of companies for resources. Freight Trust is also working with Canadian Customs. Just to make sure this is all legit, there's even a request made to the USCFTC back in February. Gets me a little excited here, which they just received their answer from in April. Here you can see that document on the project's GitHub page. While throughout 2020 and 2021, Freight Trust has plans to expand into other countries' customs as well. It's seeking to have Japan integration in Q4 of 2020. Singapore integration in Q4 of 2020, Australia in mid-Q1 2021, the Eurozone in Q2 of 2021 at the latest, and the UK in Q2 of 2021, probably right around the peak of this here coming bull run. Freight Trust also has a dashboard for its customers, which you can preview by visiting freighttrust.io/dashboard. You don't want to miss Freight Trust's EDI token. There's no telling what's coming next, and this is a real-world product with major customers that's totally going to change the game. I know early on, a lot of people call this one a scam, but like everything else, you probably call it a scam. You're wrong. Yes, there are real scams in crypto. A lot of them are Ponzi schemes. But this doesn't seem to be one, and it is definitely looking legit. The positive thing here for you is that because this project has been called a scam, very few eyes are on EDI right now. The global supply chain management market size was valued at $15.85 billion in 2019 and is projected to reach $37.41 billion by 2027, according to Allied Market Research. Blockchain has emerged as an important technology for various applications across several end-user industries. Blockchain technology is being integrated with SCM, standing for Supply Chain Management Software, as it helps in managing a decentralized record of operations and reducing human error and operational costs. It can also streamline, automate, and create transparency in the sharing of absolute records. Some other advantages of integrating blockchain with SCM software include improved traceability, real-time tracking, increased security, reduced fraud, automated data flow, and reduced paperwork. Hence, the implementation of blockchain technology and SCM software will drive the growth of the market during the forecast period. BusinessWire reported, other factors such as the growing demand for fleet management and logistics service industry and the increasing adoption of big data analytics and IoT will have a positive impact on the growth of the supply chain management software market during the forecast period. That was according to a senior analyst at Technavio Research. This behemoth is taking on a billion-dollar industry, actually a multi-billion-dollar industry, and if it only captures 5% of that, that $750 million would be the market cap. Along with the staking for EDI, if you get in now, you could be a future Jedi. The time is now, young Padawan. LOL. Wait, I don't think I'm supposed to say that. But now it's your turn. What do you think about EDI? Is this one set to moon? Or is it going to be another hype project that flops? I don't see it happening. I think this one's going to be mega successful. Also, make sure to drop your comments below on which projects I should cover next. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to smash the like button and hit subscribe to become a member of the Bit Squad. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day. BitBoy out.